Welcome back everybody, it's DestinysJesus here. In today's video, Veno is going to be breaking down exactly how he's able to get earnings in the solo cash cup and how you guys can do the same. Veno himself is going to be breaking down his thought process, the strategies he's using, as well as the advanced tips that he does. And I'm going to be going back in replays to add even more information and show you guys exactly how he's able to do it. The first section will be cash linking, which is very, very important for you guys to know. Then there's a whole section on fighting tips from Veno himself, as well as every single thing you need in Endgame. So let's get straight into this. Run me through your thought process this fight, Veno.
Okay, well, I took this fight because I wanted to match someone with a cash spawn. I just beamed him beforehand, so I rock it to try and cancel his healing. I hit him 60 there, so I realized, okay, he's had some type of healing shield fish or something, but I realized I could just abuse the zipline and keep ziplining.
Okay.
If I'm next to them, right, it means the cash is going to spawn as close as it can, right? And it's going to be, I'm going to be matched with them, right? So the cash should spawn as close as possible, and if I beam them, that means they're gonna, you know, I'm gonna have an advantage on them. They have to heal. They can't run whilst they're low, and there's no slaps yet. So
who gets your cash is based on proximity to other players. If you're really far on Storm, you're gonna get a far cash. If you're very close and you're directly on top of somebody or you're fighting them, that means you're going to get the same cash as them, which is what Veno is intentionally trying to do. So you can kill that person and then get a gold cash from about 50 meters away. One of the best ways you can get better at fighting is learning how to take walls more efficiently. Right here, Veno goes ahead and drops down, swings his pickaxe once, but doesn't swing again. He waits for the other person to see what they're going to do. A lot of the times people are going to instant edit, try to catch you in a double swing. Never double swing your pickaxe unless you know they've got a backward jump or a stare in their box, like in this case. Here, instead of keep on pressuring the wall when the other person has placed this there, Veno thinks about, again, cutting off the space and preventing exits. What he does is a high wall to the left, which is really important, prevent that side box jump out, as you can see there, as well as a high wall above so the guy can't come straight towards Veno. Now here, Veno re-pressures the wall, again, does not pickaxe swing, he uses his AR to take the wall, and now the guy's forced to rebox into a bad situation. He's building in wood, so Veno goes ahead and pressures through, and then very crucially here, it's a really useful tip you guys can do. Whenever somebody's in a fresh built box, shoot the wall with either your spaz, or with an SMG a couple times, or with a Maven like Veno's using here, and then just walk through it with the correct timing. It means that the wall's going to break, you're going to be able to go through it. If they try to edit their cone or go for a counter shot, or a lot of times you can just go straight through it and take the other person out like Veno does. And now he's super stacked and he prevented the other person from healing up at all. Whenever you get hit to low HP in a fight, it's really common that people go ahead and rocket lat slam into you. So you can see here, Veno does a bad trade, jumps into the bush, gets hit 140. He's able to get his minis off, but you need to, as soon as you hear the rocket be pulled out or you see the animation on your screen, get out the box and create distance horizontally away from somebody else. As you can see here, Veno doesn't create enough distance, he ends up getting slammed, but he's able to line up a counter pump as the other guy's caught in the animation. It's really important that you get that counter pump, so now the other guy's can be 1 HP as well. Veno here knows he's going to get sprayed through the walls. You can see the other guy's not trying to heal up at all. So what he does is he crouches, goes into where the guy's reticle is. This is so smart whenever you know somebody's got a twin mag AR for these close range fights. Goes into the guy's reticle and then is able to line up a shot and take him out. And also nicely here is using rarity check to get siphon during his early fights. There's also some broken endgame strats that you can do with rarity check if you still want to carry the best quality pump that I covered in the Solos Masterclass 5.0 update. So go watch those videos now.
I trade with this guy a bit. I'm up on him. He tries to run away. I'm thinking, okay, if he goes into that room, which he's going to, I know I pickaxed out a chest earlier, so I know there's a gap here I can shoot him.
Yes. Yeah, you always pickaxe out that chest, right?
Yeah, I pickaxed out the chest, so I knew I had a gap there.
Okay.
Beam the guy and kill him. He had mythic hack for me.
Here's how Veno ends fights quickly as he's W keying. First of all, is he doesn't W key when the person's in a box or when they're going ahead and running towards them. Instead, he waits the opponent's back to be turned, as you can see here. This means that you can get as many shots as possible before the other player can do a 180 and turn around to block their back. He gets 4 shots to the twin mag AR, and then here, as soon as he gets those shots, he doesn't try to keep on spraying to finish the kill. He closes the space. As he's closing the space, again, he sprays to stop the other person healing. He keeps his crosshair dead on where the other person is, and of course, this guy's going to go ahead and pause, back up, try to make some more space, and stop getting pressured from this front side. Now, Veno knows that this guy's got only 2 exits at this point. The mountain's blocking off this side. He can't go forwards without doing loads of edits. So what Veno does is he blocks off the side and then goes from the back. Swap the angle you're pressuring from.
But now I just want to cut off space.
He gets the wall, the other player gets the slurp off. And then here, really simple right and peek, takes them out and gets a very quick refresh. And now he's super stacked up for the endgame. One of the best ways to end a fight quickly is what Veno is doing here, where he gets the guy, he's on 40 HP, so what he does is just pressure directly on the wall. So he knows the other guy's not going to open up, so he grabs the wall from the right and peek, swings in, and then now the guy is just going to try and hold his wall. What does Veno do? Is he pumps as he walks through the wall, and that allows him to get straight into the box with his SMG. Doesn't matter if somebody's holding it, if you shoot the wall exactly as you walk through it, you're going to be able to get straight through and get the refresh.
I stay on dead side here. I'm trying to just shoot people out the sky.
Do you prefer carrying twin mag here with tac or what? Definitely,
yeah,
right?
Do this.
Yeah, 3 kills.
There's opportunities for refreshes. Hit this guy 75. I know he's going to keep running.
It's one of the best ways of getting in somebody's box, especially if you need a refresh endgame, and it works regardless of your ping or your setup. Go underneath the box and then spray through, and as you're spraying through, crouch and then stand up. So just press spacebar as you're crouched underneath their build pieces. What's going to happen is you're going to phase through the floor despite the other person holding the floor, as you can see, because the game's trying to make you stand up. And then what you want to do is, as they're holding the floor, break the cone out, look down, place your own cone, as you can see here, and then Veno's able to line up the 1 tag. It's really important that you replace the cone and don't just phase into their box, because otherwise they're just going to edit the cone and you're going to be underneath it and they're going to be able to get out of the box.
There I have my loot and I just got to tap in and make space.
Understanding the timing window, as Veno is saying here with the rocket rams,
now the cannon timing's about to be over,
is so important. So what's going to happen is on first moving, everyone is of course going to rocket ram to front side. Veno's going to do the same thing, but he makes sure to go as late as possible. So he's going as Storm hits him.
I realized, okay, there might be a height on the top left, so I want to do a low forward cannon.
And very crucially here, he lands in Storm behind the other players as they rocket ram. He also goes ahead and sticks below where these tarps are from people landing, and Storm tanks on the front side so he won't get slammed into.
I was a bit deeper, so like that's why I could do that. Otherwise, it would people would have landed on me. But I was a tiny bit deeper first moving, so
the timing was off, right?
And timing, I would have been one of the last ones to cannon.
And Veno has this timing window to look for a kill. What he goes ahead and does is looks backside, so where people have to rotate from and where they have to rocket ram from, and he's going to find 2 kills here, really simply. One player doing a bad rocket ram from in Storm, and another player who's going ahead and does the exact same thing. As you can see, other player leaves the box, Veno's able to hold that backside kill, get it, claim all of the loot, and then now here, he's able to play Storm with his slurp, as you can see.
He gives me Mythic MK. I decide, okay, I'm going to play slurp here. Instead of forcing my cannon, go back. I wanted to look up our height here, see what's happening, see the situation. Okay, I realized, okay, let me cannon, and now I'm waiting for zone pull. I waited for the zone pull so I could cannon. I wanted to chop him out and then go front. And that's what I did. It worked well.
And one thing you'll note as well about this, where he's landing, is he's landing not on the congested side, right, where all these other players just got into end of zone. He's going to go ahead and land to the left as much as he can, and then tarp along the dead side of zone. So there's only about 4 or 5 players over this side, compared to about 10 or 15 players on the congested side of zone. Now, whenever you're on front side of zone in this current meta, make a few boxes. Have a little bit of space extra. What Veno always likes to do is having 3 boxes connected to each other. So an L-shaped box like this, rather than just a long top. This allows you the most surface area to look for a kill, the most edits possible to look for a kill. And where should you look for this kill? Not front side, but look back side again. He spots a player going ahead and coming out from Storm, gets a nice 2 tack on them, and very quickly jumps down, gets the mats, and then gets straight back into his L-shaped box and resets, and he's going to go ahead and continue on his rotate.
That gets cut off, flip the stair.
That was a PC stair flip. I wouldn't be able to do that, neither would Bloomy.
I would.
No, you wouldn't.
I go to the back of my box, I get chopped out. I realize, okay, let me I didn't have any I had to wait 2 seconds for my cannon. So I go and Storm, I cannon.
One of the best strats I think you guys can do this season is to go ahead and steal people's tarps. So whenever you see somebody, especially on edge of zone like this, where this guy's tarping forward, just slam into them. This is going to go ahead and send them way back into Storm. And you can go ahead and save a little bit of mats by stealing their tarp. Of course, you don't want to sit in their edits for a second. You want to keep on going forward, but that just allows you to save an extra 5 or so builds by stealing their tarp and then moving to a box more front side. Also, if you remember where you slam them back into Storm, you can go ahead and figure out where they're coming in. You'll know that they're low white HP, and you can go ahead and try to get the refresh on them if you need it.
And then I get ready for the zone pull. I think it's going to pull this way.
He's going to go ahead and sprint over to front side as quick as possible.
I make my space. Now the cannon timing's over. No one really going to be cannoning, so now everything's about space. I'm trying to grief fight as much as possible because I have the mats to take it later. Run forward. Oh, I want to elevate up here.
The absolute best tip I can give you guys if you want to go ahead and get your first earnings in solos is as you get later into the game, specifically end of third moving or final moving, start thinking about your win condition. For Veno here, he's going ahead and tarping along mid ground. He gets a little bit scuffed, so he takes time to pop a slurp. And what should he do to win the game at this point in time? A lot of players should realize, oh, I'm pretty stacked on mats. I'm going to keep on going front side and I'm going to keep on going low ground. However, Veno here knows that the win condition in this case is going to be taking height with that mat advantage he has.
This is my chance.
So he uses a lot of the mats to get into near the end of zone and he looks up at height. And if we skip around towards the other players, right? Veno has no information on other players, but just look at the mats that he has compared to everybody else. The only other player with mats in this lobby is End Start Moneymaker. Everybody else is pretty shambles on mats, and Veno knows this. What he does is he goes up, 90s up very safely from near the end of zone, looks backside, spots a free kill on the high ground player who'd run out of mats, pressures the front side player here, gets him white, but he doesn't commit to the kills. You got to remember, it's a victory cash cup. Do not try to get these kills end game. Pressure the players, make them waste their mats, make them stop going for high ground by going front side, and then look for high ground threats.
Yeah, I see that guy's the only guy who could come back up. Beam him.
As he pressures him from high ground, forces him to go around and tank Storm, and now Veno has uncontested height.
Build out, now everything's just about pressure. So now I play line of sight and I can see the side. See, now it's so open. I'm spraying this guy. I want to kill this guy though, because this is where I can get my refresh to win the last fight, and I don't want them to fight each other. He dies, I'm seeing if that guy's going to go for it. He doesn't, so I pre-pop slurp and I just want to trade with him now. I have Mythic MK. Here, I just want to build out, but I fall through my cone. So I wait. I hear him pull out his cannon, so I drop.
Yeah, just so you were going to go for the mats on the guy you killed, right? But then he decides to trade you, so you trade him back.
Yeah, so I traded back, I pre-pop my slurp, and I was just going to play time here, but I accidentally fell through my cone.
If you guys enjoy and learn a lot from listening to pro players break down their thought process as well as their strategies, you need to go and get the Solos Masterclass. I've just released a 5-point update and there's loads of videos from top pro players. Cash Cup winner Veep has a full 2 videos breaking down how he was able to win back-to-back games. Cooper, who got 3rd place, breaks down exactly how he's able to go ahead and rotate in position. Day has a full video how he W keys on controller as well as how he was able to get earnings consistently last season. Owl has even more videos breaking down how he was able to get good first games as well as a full controller warm-up to get you primed up for the Cash Cups, as well as I've got the solo clutch god who managed to get Archie to grand finals, Nipsey, breaking down how he was able to clutch in solos. It's one of the best updates I've ever made, and there's loads of videos from myself on there, as well as all these amazing pro players. Go check it out now, or you can go ahead and continue watching more free YouTube videos.